Zakat in Islam, like salat or prayer, is an ibadah or form of worship to the Almighty Allah and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It has been enjoined on the previous nations such as by Moses, peace be upon him, and Jesus, peace be upon him. But the legislative process of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave it a new completion. Its payment to the state became mandatory and its fiscal character established. Its economic systematization made it's a special part of Bayt al-Mal, or Islamic public treasury, and its mandatory character as a part of ibadah or worship made it incumbent upon the state authorities to denounce any Muslim as apostate who repudiated its obligatory nature. SZC realizes that human development is a process of enlarging people's choices. The most critical choices are commonly a long and healthy life, acquiring knowledge and enjoying a decent standard of living, and also realizes that human development approach is a way of looking at a development that puts people at the center. Thousands of women and children in remote areas spend several hours a day collecting water from distant areas, often polluted sources. The safe water issue is intimately linked to hygiene education and proper sanitation. Thus, Zakat Chamber takes an integrated approach in bringing safe water to poor and needy. SZC makes every endeavor to combat water crisis and work for the day when everyone in the Sudan can take safe drink of water. Without water, a life would not exist, and water is essential for all human and economic development. Therefore, SZC has accepted the challenge of fighting poverty through clean drinking water services for poor and needy and their animals. In Sinnar State, 85 villages have benefited from SZC Clean Drinking Water Program, which included 15 groundwater wells, 29 surface wells, 18 water reservoir water canals, rehabilitation of 92 water stations, and establishing of 27 water networks. The cost of SZC Safe Water Program in Sinnar State has amounted to $2,660,620. In the White Nile State, SZC has implemented a number of clean drinking water projects, including groundwater wells, water tanks, water reservoirs, water canals, dams, hand-pumped wells, and one water network. The program has costed $1,275,610. And in the Blue Nile State, SZC, during the years 2004 to 2008, has implemented 5 groundwater wells, 2 surface water wells, 11 water canals, 1 water reservoir, and 31 hand-pumped wells at a cost of $1,700,187. In Al Jazeera State, SZC Water Services Program has included 31 groundwater wells, 5 surface water wells, and rehabilitation of 6 water stations at a cost of $2,181,168. In Kassala State, SZC has provided groundwater wells, surface water wells, water tanks, water reservoirs, water canals, water dams, hand-pumped wells, rehabilitation of 3 water stations, and finally establishing of 19 water networks. The program has costed $951,165 benefiting 16 villages. In the Red Sea, SZC has implemented 19 groundwater wells, 3 surface wells, 1 water tank and 5 hand-pumped wells for 18 villages at a cost of $1,192,555. In Al-Gadarif State, SZC, a clean drinking water program, has costed $997,175 for 49 villages, and the program has included groundwater wells, water reservoirs, water canals, in addition to rehabilitation of the existing water stations. In Northern State, SZC has implemented 6 groundwater wells, 10 surface water wells, 24 water tanks, 26 water reservoirs, 6 water pumps, 9 water stations, and 19 water networks benefiting 46 villages at a cost of $1,627,330. In the River Nile State, SZC has implemented 23 groundwater wells, 23 surface water wells, 5 water tanks, 5 water canals, 3 dams, 3 water pumps, 3 hand-pumped wells, 13 water stations, and 6 water networks at a cost of $1,984,765 benefiting 20 villages. In South Kordofan State, the program has included surface water wells, water reservoirs, water canals, dams, hand-pumped wells, in addition to rehabilitation of water reservoirs and water station at a cost of $1,464,116 benefiting 18 villages. In South Darfur State, SZC Clean Drinking Water Program has costed $965,800 and has included 4 groundwater wells, 4 surface water wells, 4 water tanks, 5 water reservoirs, 2 dams, 1 hand-pumped well, and a rehabilitation of water station and 3 water reservoirs benefiting 52 villages. In Khartoum State, the program has costed $646,503, benefiting 32 villages, and has included groundwater wells, water tanks, water reservoirs, rehabilitation of a number of water stations, and installation of new water networks. In North Kordofan State, the program has costed $2,028,563 and has included 5 groundwater wells, 49 surface water wells, 4 water tanks, benefiting 82 villages. In North Darfur, SZC has implemented groundwater wells, surface water wells, water tanks, water reservoirs, water canals, water pumps, and rehabilitation of water station at a cost of $389,101, benefiting 46 villages. In West Darfur State, SZC has implemented 4 groundwater wells, 2 water tanks, 4 water reservoirs, 3 water pumps, 4 hand-pumped wells, and rehabilitation of 5 water reservoirs, 3 water stations at a total cost of $113,532, benefiting 61 villages.